Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Corrupt Westmoreland County. So, what I'm going to do today, whatever you guys are watching this, um, what I'm going to do is bring up some evidence that I have. I'm going to pull it up on the screen here. Tonight, we're going to talk about a little domestic relations issues that I've been having, and I've been sharing with you guys bits and pieces of it. So, I'm going to break it down for you guys a little bit so you can see just how corrupt these people are. Um, we're going to get in this. It's going to be a quick video. First, we're going to go through some evidence. First, what we're going to have to do is we are going to show proof that there was the child support order, 3 months after it was open, was withdrawn and dismissed. So if you guys can see, one, two, three blocks down here, right here, you can see final order, complaint withdrawn, dismissed. And this is in the official PACES record, which is the official online record for the child support records that exist. It's pretty hard to deny this stuff whenever you have proof of it. The next piece of evidence we're going to bust into is proof that there has been no service recorded. So what that means is whenever my ex opened up child support on me, I should have been properly served, and it has to be recorded by law in the court record. So as you guys can see here, the PACES docket record history shows no recorded proof of evidence that I was ever served, and neither does the official court case history record. It shows nothing was served. So, and you can't make this up. And those two items I just brought up to you guys, that's enough to, completely screw this child support order. They lack jurisdiction just for one of those, let alone two. So I'm going to pull up a few things. I'm not going to get into all of it because I don't want to show all my hand before I have before the court hearing starts, kicks off the federal hearing court and all that, whatever. Next, what I'm going to get into is I sold my home. They put a lien on my home. They took $5,900 out of my home sale proceeds. And the problem with that is, again, the support order is null and void. It has been closed and not reopened. I don't have no proof of service recorded. If it's not recorded on an official court docket history or the PACES record, then it didn't happen. Just like if I filed something and I started a lawsuit and I have to serve everybody the subpoenas that they're getting sued, but I don't admit that they got served in the court record, then it didn't happen, and they can come back at me and say, "There's no proof of service here. We moved to dismiss," and they would be dismissed and done, just like I should be doing. But they don't want to play by the rules, so that's why I'm making these videos to spill out all the discrepancies they do and everything they do wrong and illegally. So what we're talking about is the lien. Next, what we're going to get into is the UCC1 filing that I created on September 17th. You guys can see here, right here. That's the date, September 17th. Went online in the Pennsylvania website and filled out all the information, and I put my home out of my personal name and put it into my trust. And that was recorded with the state on the 17th. That's documented proof. So I never got notice that I had a lien on my property. Domestic Relations, the child support office, by law, state and federal, are supposed to notify you if there is a lien and give you an opportunity to either dispute it or pay it or whatever it may be, but they have to, by law, give you notice. And if they don't, it is a clear violation of due process and it's null and void. So now that I'm fighting it, I'm going to get it in front of the right judge, and I should get everything back, times three for damages and all the other stuff. But it's just insane what they're doing here. Um, so that's about all I'm going to get into with this child support tonight. There is a couple more things I want to bring up. In family court, I have been filing motions left and right to try to fix my case, to help myself. It should be. This first one here, well, this is actually the last motion that I had. Let me see here. Okay, well, anyhow, this is order of court. On this day, the 3rd of September, 2025, I filed a motion to vacate orders due to fraud upon the court. And why I did that is all the other documented evidence that I had, that I brought up, no Title 4D application. They're still insisting on the generic child support county complaint that people fill out is a Title 4D application, and it is not. And I tried to speak to the director about that, and didn't want to have nothing to do with it. So that's fine. I wasn't gonna sit there and have an argument with a guy in an office. That's for court. That's in front of a federal judge. We'll let him decide what's right and what's wrong, and what is law and what isn't. But the reason why I brought this up is because every single motion that I have filed in family court in Westmoreland County has been denied. So that there, and honestly, I kind of figured they would. And I knew that because they're very biased against people that pay support. They don't want to lose that money. They don't want to lose those people. They can't give it up. So this is one order here, as you guys can see. Denied right here. That's denied. Here's another order. August 27th, 2025. I filed for a motion to... Oh, okay, this is an emergency injunction that I filed, which means I wanted the family court judge to halt and stop the child support until we figure out all the discrepancies in my child support case, such as, no proof of service. The Pacey's record shows that my complaint has been withdrawn and dismissed. Judges have been signing orders on my child support case that are not assigned to my case legally. That's another illegal violation. But anyhow, that was ultimately denied. And here on the 23rd of July, 2025, I made a motion to reinstate custody. Since they took my children from me, my sons, they never gave them back. I haven't seen them since April 2024. So therefore, I didn't know what else to do other than try to file for a motion to reinstate custody for my kids, and then we could build off of that. And was hoping, I had put together a parenting plan, how to reunify with my children. I don't need a court to tell me I need to go pay $1,000 an hour for some therapy place that they recommend that they probably get kickbacks from. And I'll find that out here soon. I got right to know requests out to find out who all is getting paid from the courts, who they refer everybody to. That shit's gonna stop. So anyhow, this was a big one because my ex's former attorney, Amanda Faher, stood there in front of me and in front of the court and judge and said that I'm mentally ill. My kids hate me and they're terrified of me, as well as my ex, and all this other horse shit. And I actually filed a lawsuit against her for defamation of character and lying to the judge. She poisoned the court's mind when she made up those allegations that I was mentally ill and my kids were terrified of me, and my oldest son ended up in a mental hospital for a week because of me when I haven't seen him in a year at this point. It's just all insane, and I'm not putting up with nobody's shit no more. So if you cross me and you break the law and you violate my rights, I am going to come after you. I'm going to sue you, and I'm going to make your life a living hell just like you did mine. So that's where we're at. And okay, to break it down, the last one, here's another order of court. September 16th, 2025, which was the most recent. I filed a motion to vacate all support orders for lack of subject matter jurisdiction. Again, I was trying to have my case terminated on all the valid reasons that I just told you guys. No proof of service. The complaint has been withdrawn. Unauthorized judges signing off on my court orders and court case. The illegal lien they just put on me now, that they've done this before. They put liens on me without notice in the past, and I had that documented as well. So um, that's all I'm going to show you guys today. That's all I got. So feel free to go back and watch the video again to check out the documents. But quite a few things are going on here. I mean, if this doesn't show a pattern of bias, then I don't know what does. But that's clearly what it is. Also, during a right to know request that I filed, I got it back yesterday, the day before, and it's very interesting. Some of the things I've asked for, they denied a lot of it, which found out that it's illegal for them to deny me a right to know on what I've asked them. There are certain things that are privileged, and there are certain things that are confidential. But what I've asked for was neither or. So all this stuff, all these things that this court and family court and everybody involved in this has done, it's been illegal. And I documented it. I got written documents. I got black and white law behind me. I'm actually excited to get this in front of the judge. I have a lawsuit at the state level against domestic relations, and I also have a really big federal lawsuit, civil lawsuit against the Westmoreland County Courthouse, and 25 other people involved in it. So, again, this is all because I'm trying to get my kids back. They were taken from me by some benign, made up story that their mother did. And to be honest with you, the reason why she did that is because she didn't want to lose child support money. That's all. What mother wouldn't want their kid's dad to be in their life more? Especially one that doesn't hurt the kids or whatever, isn't abusive towards them and drinks and everything else. It's a pretty sick world. We got to put a stop to this. We all have to get together, and our voices have to be loud, and we can't back down. So, that's another thing. These people think I'm going to quit and back down. You guys better just forget about it. I will never stop. Never. Uh, you know, that's just how it is. You take a kid, you get a man's kids away from him. He don't give up. At least not me, not this guy. So that's all I got for you guys today. Hope you liked the video. I'm trying to make it a little more professional. Trying to have things more in line and order for you guys. But please feel free to go back, watch this video again, see all this stuff here. This is just a little snippet of what I got against these people. And like I said, I don't want to give all my hand out. But these things here that I've showed you guys, this is more than enough to have an order of court terminated because of all these violations. So if you guys know somebody going through this, or you're going through it yourself, always feel free to contact me. I'm not a lawyer. I don't give legal advice. I will not do that, but I can help you and let you know what I've done. Maybe it'll help you find a place where you can get started, and give you guys some resources. So thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it, and come back again. Take care.